The Conjuring Last Rites is a 2025 horror release. It's either the ninth or the 10th film in the Conjuring franchise, if you count The Curse of La Llorona, which I do. And as a matter of fact, the director, Michael Chavez, of this film was also the director of La Llorona and also the last four films in the franchise. So I think the powers that be have a lot of faith in his creative direction and where he wants to take the franchise. And their faith paid off big time in this case. The film scared up almost $200 million worldwide opening weekend at the box office, threatening to be the highest grossing film in the Conjuring franchise. So this latest Scarefest, it takes place in a gritty, working-class 1984 Pennsylvania, where the Smurl family is either the latest family to suffer under mass delusion, or there's a demonic possession happening. Where the original Conjuring was such an authentic look at 1970s and those kind of slasher movies, you put in the mind of Amityville and things like that. This film takes place in 1984, and it's such an authentic and atmospheric look at the 80s. You're reminded of films like The Exorcist. Pennsylvania plays a character in the film, the way that it's lit, the darkness, the lightness, the factories, and you really have to see it to believe it. The sound design is dialed up to 10. The scares are dialed up to 10. The Smurl family is this really authentic Catholic middle America family that's having pizza parties. There's multi-generations, grandparents and parents and children living under one roof. And they're having this really authentic American experience. And you really appreciate that, seeing it. And seeing what happens to this family is all the more jarring for going on the experience and kind of being immersed in their world. They go to the church, they go to the news, they go to anyone for help getting out of this thing that is just rocking and destroying their family. Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, they're at the height of their game, as paranormal and as actors. But they're winding down their careers in terms of being paranormal investigators. They hear about these stories and things, but it's just past their time. But their daughter is starting, Vera Farmiga's daughter is starting to get the visions. She's starting to get answers to questions that haven't been asked. She's starting to see things, and she is lured to Pennsylvania, to this family's home, which ultimately, makes Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson follow her. And so it's either divine intervention from God bringing Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson to this family who is in dire need, or it is a trick of the devil to get them all under one roof, and chaos from then ensues. It's a really, really interesting look at faith, at family, at the archdiocese, at the role of the church in the community, where the church plays the role of the intercessor, where the police and the government can't help with certain things. It's a really fascinating look that way, especially in middle America, and how the church played a huge role. I know even in my own life, And so I think that's one of the things that makes this series more than just a jump scare franchise. They look at things like faith and family, and religion on a deeper level, and how these things are connected. And this was an excellent entry into the series. Behind the original Conjuring, which I think is a perfect horror film, I think this was the second favorite of the experience, where in previous films, monsters were hiding in the shadows and in the corners, and you saw silhouettes. In this film, they're coming out of the corners, they're coming up to you at full force, And it's thrilling. You're going to scream at least once watching The Conjuring: The Last Rites. The monsters are real. So let me know, where do you plan on seeing The Conjuring: The Last Rites? Are you going to see it in theaters? Or like a lot of you that are my friends, are you going to wait to watch it at home? Let me know your plans in the comments below. Any reviews of anyone who has already seen it. And if you enjoy these kinds of reviews, please leave this video a like and let me know it. A comment if you will, and consider subscribing to Movies with Justin for more film reviews. And until our next conversation, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.